Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Show Barbecue. Today we're going to smoke a Bourbon Molasses pork loin. Before we get started today, as you can see in the background, we're at the lake, so I'm going to be using the Pit Boss Ranch Hand. This is a portable pellet smoker that can be used here at the lake, camping, as long as you have electricity, of course. It's really good for tailgating as well. So we're going to be using that. Let's get started on seasoning up this pork loin. Here is our pork loin. This is a whole pork loin. It's about 5 pounds, almost 5.5 pounds. I had to trim off a lot of the silver skin and some of the fat that wouldn't render down. And what I did was, kind of a good rule of thumb is for every cup of water, you can put a tablespoon of salt. I use kosher salt. And I put this in a bag with about 3 to 4 cups of water with 3 to 4 tablespoons of kosher salt. And you want to let it brine for at least 24 hours or the minimum 12 hours. So I've just taken it out and we're going to be using the Bourbon Molasses by Pit Boss. This has great flavor. It's got that sweet flavor, a little bit of salt. So we're going to go ahead and put this on there. I'm not using a binder because it's already kind of wet and moist already from the brine. We're going to season it really well. Got it seasoned up really well. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you the Pit Boss Ranch Hand. I've used it in a video too in the previous, but it's been a while. We're going to let this kind of sweat out, and we're going to be running a temp of around 300 degrees today. It should not take very long at all to cook this pork loin. Here is the Pit Boss Ranch Hand. It's compact, like I said, great for camping. And you can see down here, the legs down in this area, all that will fold up. Right now I've got them out on the ground, but I had it on the picnic table earlier and had those folded in. Very easy to maneuver around, and we're just about where we need to be at temp wise. We want to be around 300 right now. It's running a little bit over, so I backed the temp off a little bit. Let us get to a 300 degree steady temp and we'll get this pork loin on. Pit Boss is up to 10. We're gonna put this right in the center. Put our meat probe in there. Keep an eye on this. It's not going to take long. I'm thinking maybe 2 hours max, but we'll let you know as it goes along. Going for 1 hour. We're at 98 degrees internal. We're going to spray this with just a little bit of water. See if we can try to set a little bark on this. Close this back down. Let's check it a little bit. All right, we've been another hour. This bark is starting to set up. We'll spray it again. Looks like it's going to take 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes this time. So we'll keep an eye on it. We've been in another 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start basting it. And I'm going to use my sauce, which is the Sweet Memphis. Sorry for it being blurry. That I'm bottling and trying to get out on the market. It's going to be great with this molasses bourbon rub on here. All right, we got that completely covered now. We're gonna go probably 15 to 30 minutes and we'll see where we're at then. All right, we're gonna check it right quick. And before I was saying 165 and I meant 145. And we are at 146 there. Over here is a little thinner. Closer to 150 there. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it off and let it rest for a few minutes. All right, here's the pork loin. Got some nice color to it. If you see any flies, I'm sorry, but we're out here at the lake and they're everywhere. Juices are flowing. We're gonna cut it right down the middle here. See where we are. Look at the juices inside that. Hopefully you can see it. Adjusted the light a little bit, but I don't know if you can see that, but it is just super moist, juicy. We're gonna cut a slice out of it and let's have a little taste test. Mason's gonna be with me. All right, Mason's with us. Hopefully you can see that the lighting was bad. I tried to adjust it, but it is super, super juicy. Mason, try your piece there, buddy. You can get the there you go, eat the whole piece.
Good.
Great color. Man, I'm gonna give this a try.
Juicy.
That salt brine keeps all those juices in there. Even though we went a little bit over, we were close to 150 in certain areas. Again, like I said, that was a mistake when I said 165. It's actually 145, and we went a little bit over, but not close to 165 for sure. That Pit Boss, that molasses bourbon, along with the sweet Memphis sauce that I use, absolutely wonderful. The flavors are amazing. Pops, oh my gosh, it is so good. And the juiciness of that salt brine with the water, amazing. I recommend you do that for Port Loin because it doesn't have a lot of fat in it, and you want to retain that moisture in there. So guys, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. This has been kind of a quick video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned some. Check out Pit Boss. This is amazing little cooker behind me back here. I love the portability of it as well. So, what you got, Mason?
Subscribe, share, and like. Bye.
Thank you guys. God bless.